It takes like a minute and 30 seconds.
Alright, people.
F your Reggie Dean shirt. I've been trying to find one of those for life.
It's 4 in the morning. I fell asleep at like 3. I fell asleep at like 2:30.
Exactly.
And I woke up like not even 15, 20 minutes ago to the sounds of an air mattress. And as I sit here trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, I realize how ill-prepared everyone in this room was for this event. Like, we ain't got no covers. I know we ain't got enough like, it's just so sad. Y'all, I'ma just show everyone.
I mean, but you gotta be
like,
iron wall.
like this is this nigga shit. Look how we did. Look how we did Decade. It's an air mattress with a cover. And I had to give him the fucking cover. And we ain't even blow up the other air mattress.
Nope.
Blake was just like, I'm sleeping on the fucking floor. And this nigga was just dying on the fucking floor. He's wrapped up. He's wrapped up.
Oh boy.
And now Decade wants to tell you about the food struggles.
So, I would sit up for this, but I feel like that, on this air mattress, there's only one position to sleep in. And I'm truly committed to the cause at this moment. So, we decided that it would be a good idea to go out to eat at 2:30 in the morning.
Mind you, 2:30.
We pile up in Kami's car. And we drive like, I don't know, maybe like 30, 35 seconds down the street. And we pass this little diner. And I'm like, oh, hey, look, it's called the Landmark Diner. It's open 24 hours. They sell breakfast and stuff. We should probably stop there. Shin decides it's a better idea to go to this McDonald's because it's open.
No, that wasn't me.
Hey, who's telling the story?
No.
So we go to McDonald's. This was a mistake.
I already knew it was a mistake.
We walk in, and this is a key element to the story. There was a guy in a red hoodie who had been standing there for ever
since we walked in.
an undisclosed amount of time. He looked like he was truly committed to the cause. And there was these 2 other people just like with the longest dreadlock. So we're all posted up on the wall, just kind of waiting. And I don't know, we got there, it was about, I don't know, like 2:50-ish when we actually walked in. So we're still on the wall waiting.
This is what we're tragedy.
We're awkwardly looking at the prices because Shin and Kami know what they want. Me and Blake have no idea. So Kami decides to ask, hey man, when do they start breakfast? And like any rational thinking person, most McDonald's start selling breakfast at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, it's probably not an option because, we're pretty far off from the usual breakfast time. So we all, we spend like 10 more seconds and Kami goes up and orders. So as I'm ordering my food, it becomes 3 o'clock officially.
Jeez.
And I grab my drink, I'm walking back, and I just see an utter look of disappointment on Kami's face. And Shin is laughing. So I wanted to be a part of the cool kid crew and laugh too. So I asked what had happened. And I had been instructed to look at the menu because it had just changed the breakfast. And all 3 of us had to get the saddest burgers of our lives.
Oh my god.
So, we're over there. Like 5 minutes goes past, Kami goes, gets his food, he gets called. And the great wait begins. 10 minutes passes. Another 10 minutes pass. The people that came in behind us got their food. Buddy in the red hoodie is still standing there, looking extra sad. So I'm like, man, I wonder if we're ever gonna get our food. Then I notice Connie eating. And I look over, I was like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I'm trying to find this salt. And he's like, they got nothing but a bunch of peppers.
It'll be important for later in the story.
I was like, that's weird. Wonder why they don't have salt. Something about this doesn't seem right. Another 10 minutes pass. Connie's the only one with his food. Blake at this point has lost his mind. I can't even begin to explain Big Blakey. That's a story in itself. Big Blakey, who will show you the wall and will take you home. So, we're all slightly irritated by the weight of food. I turn around and I see Connie pull out his second burger. And I look him in the face as he opens his burger. And it's just sadness. And I look down and I see the most unloved piece of food I have ever seen in my life. It looked like the kid who got picked last in sports in middle school. It was just sad. It was just a dry bun with a piece of just Kraft American cheese, not even melted. It was fresh out of the pack, just slapped on there. And it was just this, it wasn't even a full-sized hamburger patty. And you know, I'm trying to be optimistic, and I was like, hey man, you know, maybe the condiments are on the other side of the patty. And he takes the top of the bun off, and it's like one little squirt of mustard, like the size of a dime. And he goes over, and he just gets a whole thing of ketchup, and just smears it on the burger. And I want you to know that he didn't enjoy a single bit of it. And I was stuck between crying and laughing. Because on one hand, this was just absolutely hilarious. On the other hand, I knew in a couple minutes, I too will be resigned to this. And we could do nothing but wait for this. So another 10 minutes goes by. And finally, one of the ladies up front are like, did y'all get y'all's food? And we're like, no. It's like, what did y'all order? So we all walk up to the counter.
This is where they gave themselves the 50-50. They fucked themselves up.
Oh my god.
She was like, what did you order? None of us at the time decided it was a better idea to either A, ask for our money back, or B, just lie and say we got breakfast. Because we were all just astounded by what was happening. They weren't even busy, by the way. They had a full staff of like 12 people. There were maybe 5 customers and like maybe 3 in the drive-thru. So, oh yeah, keep in mind, I paid with a 20. I had 69 cents in change on my bill. She looked me in the face and was like, do you have 69 cents? And I was like, oh, maybe she wants to just break even, so, you know, it doesn't, breaking a 20 for 16, that's pretty dumb. But then she was like, no, we just don't have ones. Would you like to get your dollars back in nickels and quarters? And she hands me a big ass swath of change. And I was like, I'm about to throw this at you. What am I going to do with this? This is the most unprofessional ass way to get it. So, we decided to tell her our orders. Turns out that somebody at the front decided to throw away our receipts, and that's why we haven't got our food. And I'm like, what is throwing away the receipt do? The orders get sent to the bank. Apparently, that's not how it works in Atlanta. So, a couple more minutes pass. We find out that the red hoodie guy, who had to have been there for about an hour now, also have not gotten his food. The lady at the register just straight tells him, Blake, and Walt to just get their money back. But we were too committed to this and too hungry and we couldn't turn back home. So we go back, we're just posted up. Blake gets his food. I go up to get my food, and I was like, I also had a McChicken. It's not in the bag. She turns around and just grabs a random McChicken that was just sitting on the counter. Looks me in the face with so much anger and just throws it in the bag. And I'm like, I mean, what do you want me to do? I paid for this. So, and then there was Shin.
This is the highlight.
Ordered a 10-piece nugget. And all of a sudden you hear, chicken selects? Anybody get chicken selects? We're all looking around like, oh, I guess old buddy in the red hoodie's finding good food. So if we get his attention, like, you get chicken selects? He was like, no, I got the Southern style chicken sandwich. And that's when it hit us. They messed up Shin's order. And he was like, man, I want my 10-piece nuggets. Chicken selects? Did you get chicken selects? And all the while, I'm eating these fries, and I'm like, these fries don't have any salt on them, like 0. And I turned around to get a salt packet, and I remembered Connie telling me there's nothing but pepper, and it was a salt trap. That's how they get you. They set you up with these tasteless ass fries, and you go to put some salt on them, and there's nothing there. And all you can do is eat this bland ass, unloved, undercooked ass food. In absolute sadness. So Shin just gets fed up. We take the chicken selects and leave. As we're leaving, we look at the dude in the red hoodie and we're like, stay strong, my friend. It's only a matter of time. You can't leave now. He's probably still there. So, to make matters worse, we're like, is there a complimentary breakfast? This is a pretty nice hotel. So it's pretty safe to assume. The answer to that is no. So now we're going to have to make a repeat breakfast trip back to this McDonald's. We have truly entered hell. Speaking of which, let me show you this double quarter pounder, by the way, because I couldn't even make it all the way through.
Oh, we got film?
Like, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. What is this? Don't be fooled and think the cheese is melted, because it's clearly not. Like, look at, I can't even find the burger. This is not cooked all the way. It's red. You can see the red.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what I mean by just underprepared. Nobody had a clue. And I'm just dying, laughing. Nobody had a clue.
And you know, we regret nothing.
Apparently there's no regrets. So, oh my gosh, I'm signing out. I was woken up and I see it was a good thing to turn on this camera for that 10-minute story of ridiculousness. But I'm done now.